Welcome back sa ating business finance class. So tayo ay nasa second to the last topic na, Introduction to Investment. Ako pa rin ang inyong guro, Romualdo Fernandez Credo. So kung kayo ay handa na, kumuha ng ballpen at papel para sa inyong notes. So let's start. Ito ang milk ng Chapter 6, Introduction to Investment. Number 1. Compare and contrast the different types of investment. Number 2. Measure and list ways to minimize or reduce investment risks in simple case problems. So yung topic natin today is divided into two parts. So we will have a brief definition of investments, and then we will discuss yung different types of investments na. So ito yung major content talaga actually ng chapter 6, yung types of investment. So before we start with our discussions, I want you to make a reaction paper on this quotation. Money isn't everything, but happiness alone can put out the rain. So to be submitted, please do it on a one whole sheet of paper. It will serve as your performance tasks for this quarter. So presented in the slide is a possible outcome of an investment amounting to 10,000 pesos for a specified period under certain types of investment. Unahin na natin si time deposit. Kung may 10,000 ka daw at time deposit mo for 10 years, so magiging 14,000 pesos na siya. So mayroong return of 40%. Not bad. 40% medyo malaki na pero medyo matagal yung 10 years for 4,000 na income, na increase sa value ng investment. Case number 2, kung yung 10,000 mo ay ininvest sa stocks, pag binili mo ng stocks ng Universal Robina Corporation, after 10 years, magiging 140,500 na siya. So, ang increase ay a whooping 1,305%. So, it is very good. However, kapag kay DMCI Holdings ininvest, I believe sa mga rason ito, no? Yung Universal Robina ay kinabokong way, yung DMCI ay sa mga rason. So for 12 years naman, medyo mas mahaba ng konti, pero yung 10,000 mo naging 3,204,878 na, a whooping increase of 31,949%. So, as you can see, dalawang stocks. However, yung company isa, si DMCI, mas malaki ang increase from 1,000 plus percent to 31,000%. So, yung sa stocks, hindi pare-parehas ang, ibig sabihin lang yan, yung investment sa stocks, hindi pare-parehas ang performance. Depende pa rin sa company. Next, sa mutual fund naman tayo ng PhilEquity. Isang stock brokerage company ata tong PhilEquity. So, for 5 years, yung iyong 10,000 magiging 23,000 na. So, nag-increase ng 134%. Pero pag sa mutual funds pa rin mo nilagay yun, Sun Life, after 5 years, yung 10,000 mo magiging 20,000 plus na. So, nag-increase siya ng 108%. So, ganun din yung sa mutual fund. Hindi pare-parehas din. Yun ang ini-imply niyan. Depende sa company. So, mas mataas ng konti sa Phil Equity kaysa sa Sun Life. So, yan yung possible outcome pag in-invest mo yung savings mo na 10,000 pesos. Now, let's look at the other side naman. What if in-spend mo yung pera mo? For example, bumili ka ng mga gamit or mga properties. Anong mangyayari? So, una, ang scenario is bumili ka ng iPhone 4, 32 GB. Ang value daw niya as of October 2011 is 29,200. So, binili mo yung pera mo ng 29,200. So, after holding your iPhone for 3.5 years, magkano na lang ang value niya? After ng 3.5, syempre nag-depreciate na yan. Ang value na lang daw niya ay 8,900. So, from 29,200, naging 8,900. Nagkaroon na siya ng decrease in value na 70%. Pero what if bumili ka ng PlayStation amounting to 22,500? November 2013 price yan. So, i-hold mo lang siya ng 1.5 years. After ng 1.5 years, 18,000 na lang ang value niya. So, nag-decline na rin yung value niya ng 20%. So, isa't kalahating taon lang yan, So, nag-average siya ng parang, so kung 3 years yan, di 40% na rin yung decline niya. Next, bumili ka ng car. Ang cash price niya as of 2007 is 850,000. For example, bumili ka ng car noong 2007, after holding it for 7.5 years, ang value na lang niya is 300,000. So, mayroon ng decrease of 65% after 7 years. So, ang point dito, pag in-spend mo yung pera mo, of course, kahit binili mo yan ng gamit na gusto mo, yung gamit na binili mo, of course, magdi-decline in value kasi meron tayong concept ng depreciation. While, kung in-invest mo siya sa mga products na na-mention natin kanina, magi-increase yung kanyang value. So, let's start our discussion. So, yun ay ating introduction lang. So, let's define investment. First, commitment of money that is expected to generate additional money. So, that's why, yung una nating table, ang tawag doon ay investment. Pero, yung pangalawang table, hindi na siya matatawag na investment. Bakit? Kasi hindi naman siya nag-generate ng additional money. 'Di ba? Nababawasan pa nga yung value niya. So, mali yung sinasabi nila, bibili ako ng iPhone, this is a good product. Mag-good investment siya. Bibili ako ng car, good investment. Bibili ako ng computer, good investment. Bibili ako ng bahay, good investment. Pero ang question, investment ba talaga siya? So based sa definition ng investment, ito ang definition ng investment, commitment of money. Gagamitin mo yung pera mo to something that will generate additional money. So kung yung pera mo, binili mo ng bahay lang, hindi siya investment. Pero pag pinarent mo yung bahay, saka pa lang siya magiging investment kasi mamimit niya na yung definition ng investment that it will generate additional money. Kung bumili ka ng car lang, hindi mo naman ginamit pang business, so ibig sabihin hindi yun investment kasi walang additional money na ma-earn. Second definition, investment is the application of money or other assets in the hope that in the future it would appreciate or generate income. Ayun, so parang similar lang sila, expanded lang ito. So, yung pag-invest, hindi lang naman siya in terms of money. Pwede ring assets ang investment, di ba? As long as yung assets na yun ay pag-spendan mo ng asset na yun ay mag-i-increase yung value niya. Like yung land. No? So sabi nga nila yung land nag-appreciate yung value. So, investment siya. Types of investments. So we have stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, bank deposits, hard assets, and insurance. So let's discuss them one by one by presenting its advantages saka disadvantages. So yung investment natin can be classified into or grouped into three types. So we have yung fixed income and equity. Then we also have yung alternative to number one, alternative to fixed income and equity, and other investment assets. Stocks. It is a type of security that signifies ownership. Kasi magiging stockholder ka pag nag-invest ka na sa stocks. Siyempre, sino ba ang nag-offer ng stock? Siyempre, yung mga corporation lang naman. And represents a claim on the part of the corporation's assets and earnings. Kasi yan yung consequence ng pagiging stockholder. Kapag may-ari ka, syempre mayroon kang part dun sa earnings ng corporation and syempre may claim ka dun sa assets. However, ang advantages niya is unlimited upside. Diba? It can turn 360 degrees. Hindi limited yung yung income, 'di ba? Depende pag nag-perform ng mabuti at maraming mataas ang confidence ng investor, maraming gustong mag-invest, so tataas yung status ng company. So magre-reflect yan sa kanyang performance. So unlimited upside, hindi limited, walang limit sa income. Disadvantage, no guaranteed return. So pero hindi guaranteed naman yung income mo sa pag sa stocks ka nag-invest. Unlike pag pinautang mo yung pera mo, instead na invest sa stocks, guaranteed meron kang interest na marireceive. Guaranteed yun. Pero pag hindi nag-perform kasi yung company, pwedeng wala kang share sa kanila. Especially kung minimal lang income, di wala kang share sa income. And ang isa pang disadvantage niya, it is the riskiest of all the assets. Can lose even 50, even more than 50% in one dealing day. Possible talaga yan sa stocks. No? Kasama yan sa package ng unlimited upside. Sabi nga nila, very profitable siya, pero very risky din. Mataas din yung risk. Ayan. So to emphasize lang, stock is an investment that represents ownership in a company or corporation. Katulad ng sinabi nga natin kanina, kapag nag-invest ka sa stock, magiging owner ka, magiging stockholder ka ng corporation. Next, under fixed income and equities, we have bank deposits. So what is bank deposit? It is fixed income. Money is placed in a banking institution for safe keeping. So ano ang advantage na? Known income based on outstanding principal and current interest rate. So assured ka ng interest. Kaya nga lang, very minimal naman ang interest sa deposit. No? So at least assured ka, no? At least alam mo na meron kang interest na nare-receive at the end of that period. Kaya nga lang, very minimal lang. Shorter, if any, holding period versus bond. So usually ito naman is very shorter, no? O wala pa ang holding period yung deposit, no? Unless it is time deposit. No? Ang disadvantage niya, ayun nga yung sinabi ko na kanina. Although known income, assured ka na may income, it is very low yung interest ng deposit. And settlement risk is if the bank is closes. Settlement risk if the bank, o yun, pag nagsarado yung bank, merong settlement risk. Anyway, insured naman yung deposit mo up to 500,000. I am not sure kung nag-upgrade na yung 500,000 na insurance ng deposit, no? Bonds. Debt investment where an investor loans money to an entity which borrows the fund for a defined period of time at a variable or commonly fixed interest rate. So pag ang corporation nangailangan siya ng pera, syempre ang option niya, una is mag-offer ng stocks o bonds o liability. I-offer na niya yung bonds sa mga investor. So, ang mangyayari, yung corporation na mag-offer ng bonds, siya ang debtor at yung bibili ng bonds niya, siya ang magiging creditor. So, pag bumili ka o yung company mo ng bonds, siyempre assured ka ng interest. It is very fixed na interest kasi nandun na sa agreement. Advantages, non-periodic payments of a certain period of time. Oo, uh, kapag pinautang mo yung pera sa bonds, of course, alam mo na meron kang periodic, meron kang makaka-receive ka ng periodic payments. Can't lose money if bond investment is held until maturity. So, hindi ka daw malulugi kapag hinold mo yung bonds hanggang sa kanyang last term, yung sa due date niya. So, advantage naman niya, if not held until maturity and pre-terminated, investor can gain or loss depending on the prevailing interest rate. So, kung ayaw mong i-hold yung bonds hanggang sa end ng maturity niya, pwede ka rin daw kumita or pwede ka rin namang malugi. So what is bond? It is a security representing loan of money from a lender to a borrower for a set time period which pays a fixed rate of interest. Mutual funds. An investment that is made up of pool of funds collected from many investors for the purpose of investing in stocks, bonds, and similar assets. Sa investment kasi, mas malaki yung amount ng investment, minsan mas mataas yung interest. Kaya kung konti lang yung investment mo, minsan, konti din lang ang kikitain mo. Kasi nga, naka-base sa investment value yung return most of the time. So, pangmayaman lang ang investment dati. Pero ngayon, hindi na. Bakit? Kasi ginagamitan na ng pooling of funds. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng pooling of funds? Instead na per investor ang transaction, ngayon ginugroup na sila ngayon. Maraming investor ang magko-contribute ng pera, tapos binuo yung pera na yun, tapos saka i-invest para mas malaki yung return kaysa individual investment na ang liit naman ng pera, tapos ang liit din ng rate. Tapos siyempre yung kikitain nun, i-divide sa mga nag-contributes. Kaya nga sinabing pool of funds. Parang kinokollect yung fund until such time na maka-generate sila ng ample amount para dun sa desired rate nila. Yun, i-invest na nila sa stock, bonds, and similar assets. Advantages, give small investors access to professionally managed and diversified portfolio. So, yun yung advantage niya. So, yung mga maliliit ng investor, nakaka-avail na ng investment. And at the same time, yung investment nila is minimanage na ng mga professional, uh, ng mga investment professional. So, kasi may mga terminologies kasi tayong mga technicalities sa investment, no? Hindi maintindihan ng ano, kaya nga kukunti yung nag-i-invest. So, ito na siguro yung sagot sa mga small time investor. Disadvantage niya, pay management fees. So, kailangan mo magbayad ng management fees. Values can also fluctuate just like yung stock market. Kasi nga, yung pooled funds, i-invest pa rin naman, di ba, yan, sa stocks, sa bonds, at saka sa similar assets. Pag sa bonds, okay lang, hindi siya magpa-fluctuate siguro dahil hinahaluan siya ng stocks kasi very ano ka din, very profitable din kasi yung sa stocks, although very risky, no? So pinipili na lang nila siguro yung mga safe, di ba, para hindi masyadong risky. So again, to emphasize, what is mutual fund? An investment that pools money from several investors to buy a particular type of investment, such as stocks. So, iniipon yung pera ng maraming investor para makakollect ng ample amount of money para sa desired investment. At ito ay minamanage ng mga investment, mga professional, no? Investment professional. Unit Investment Trust Fund, o ito yung tinatawag na UITF. Since naging successful yung mutual fund, yung pag-pool ng funds sa mga investment ng ibang mga financial company, yung mga non-bank financial companies, such as yung mga insurance, gano'n, yung mga assurance companies. So, nakita din ito ng mga banks. So, gumawa din sila ng sarili nilang version. So, ganun din. Tinawag nila itong Unit Investment Trust Fund. Pero ganun din yung concept ng mutual fund. Ganun din. This time, yung ang nag-implement nga lang nito, yung mga bangko. Yung mga bangko, ginaya nila yung mutual fund. Pagkuha ng mga maliliit na pera ng mga maliliit na investor, iipunin. So, nakita nila na nag-work, so bakit hindi nila i-offer din? Pero pinalitan lang nila yung pangalan. Ginawa nila UITF. So, pag sa bank, UITF. Pero pag sa mga finance companies, mga insurance companies, ganun-ganon, mutual fund ang tawag nila doon. So, pag bank ang magmamanage ng ganun type ng investment, UITF. Same as mutual fund. It is easier access because the client can open an account in any branch. Oo, mas accessible na nga lang kasi nga very visible yung mga bank, di ba? Every corner yata ng city, merong branch ang mga bank. So, very convenient siya compared sa mutual fund. Kasi minsan hindi, yung mga establishment ng mga trust companies at finance companies, mga insurance companies, minsan hindi kasing conspicuous lang sa bank. Hindi masyadong nakikita. No shareholder rights for investors such as dividends and voting rights. Ayun. So, wala kang, although naka-invest yung pera mo sa shares indirectly, syempre indirect lang naman kaya wala kang voting rights such as investor. Paano nyo i-exercise yung rights nyo? Ang dami-dami nyo, for example, di ba? Ayun. So, pag direct kang nag-invest ng stock, pag direct, hindi indirect na katulad sa UITF, sa mutual fund, pwede kang magkaroon ng voting right. So, kung yun ang gusto mo, di mag-invest ka sa stock. Huwag sa mutual fund at saka UITF. Ikaw na mismo ang bibili ng stocks. So, let's move sa other investment na tayo. Pwede ka rin mag-invest sa currency. Generally accepted form of money including coins and paper notes which is issued by a government and circulated within the economy. So example, pwede kang mag-invest sa US dollar, sa euro, at saka sa Japanese yen. Paano mag-invest yun? Paano kakikita? Siyempre, bibili ka ng dollar, i-hold mo. Tapos ipapalit mo pag tumaas ng dollar exchange rate. Pero pag bumaba, syempre lugi ka din. Di ba? Ganon din. Lahat ng investment naman mayroong ganon. Risk of losing. Advantages, large market in the world in terms of trading volume. Siyempre nga, currency kasi yan, di ba? Siyempre, very liquid yan. Anyone will accept, di ba? Unlike stocks, commodities, etc., currency itself is a medium of exchange which people can use to transact. So yun nga, yung stocks hindi mo na pwedeng ipambili ng goods, di ba? At least pag sa pera ka nag-invest, pwede mo siyang gamitin. Kasi nga, it is universally accepted. Disadvantages, volatile and trades 24 hours a day. Very volatile siya talaga kasi every day nag-move yung exchange rate natin. Di ba? Nagbabago-bago. So, pwede kang kumita, pwede kang malugi pag nag-hold ka ng currency. Generally uses margin trading which allows client to bet on more than ayun. So, pwede kang mag-trade to more than one currency naman, di ba? Pwede kang sa US dollar, sa euro, sa peso, ganun, i-hold mo, di ba? Pag tumaas ang exchange rate ng peso, di ba? Ganun. So, pwede kang mag-earn sa pag-invest mo sa currency. Pero ang pinaka-popular lang is yung sa dollar ata. Dollar. Ang daming may dollar account. So, ibig sabihin yung may dollar account, nag-invest sila in currency. Investment in commodities. A basic goods used in commerce that is interchangeable with other commodities of the same type. For example, gold, nickel, and oil. So for example, bumili ka ng gold, tapos kinabukasan tumaas yung price, o di meron kang gain kasi nag-invest ka in commodity. Bumili ka ng nickel or oil, ganun din yung oil. Bumili ka ng oil kasi bukas magtataas yung price. Dinamihan mo, investment in commodity. So, ngayon, mas mataas na yung value ng oil mo, so therefore, mayroon kang kita. It is a natural hedge against inflation. Tama, kasi pag, limbawa, tataas yung presyo, di ba? And nakabili ka na ng mga goods, di, mayroon kang natural hedge. Negatively correlated with equities and bonds may be used for diversification. So, alternatively, pwede mong gamitin itong for diversification, di ba? Para, instead na, kasi pag bonds, o equities lang lahat, stocks, eh paano kung down ang stock market? O yun. So pwede kang to diversify, pwede mong gamitin yung investment in commodity. Hedge against geopolitical risks. Minsan may mga political risk talaga that restrict yung free trade ng commodity. So kung meron kang ample commodities, di syempre meron kang na safe ka. Same as currency. So parang ganun din sa currency, di ba? Parang pinapataas mo yung exchange rate, pinapataas mo yung pressure. So parang ganun din ang ano niya. Pero syempre, ganun din, very risky. Pag bumaba, di lugi ka din. Pero pag tumaas, kumita ka. Impractical to invest directly considering storage, transportation, yun nga lang. Kailangan mo ng storage at saka pag mode of transportation ng iyong commodity kung gusto mong mag-invest ng gold, nickel at saka oil. Especially yung oil, saan mo ilalagay? Meron ka ba pag-stockan ng oil? Other investment, real estate, land or any improvements on it. Land, example, land, house and lot, and condominium. So, investment in real estate. So, ulitin natin, investment lang ito kapag may consider lang na investment kapag tumataas yung value niya o kaya nagge-generate siya ng income, di ba? So, halimbawa, nagpatayo ka ng house in lot and then tumataas yung value niya o tumataas yung value niya o kaya pinarent mo, so nag-generate siya ng income, so investment yun. Ganun din yung condominium. Minsan may bumibili ng condo para ipa-rent, di ba? So, investment din yun. Pero pag hindi naman, so hindi siya makakonsider as investment. So, investment in real estate, ano yung mga advantages na generally appreciates over time because land gets scarce. O, yung land lang, di ba? Yung land. At kung house and lot, yung lot dun sa, pero pag condominium saka yung house, nagde-decline yung kanyang value because of wear and tear. So, hindi siya makakonsider as investment. Have relatively low correlation with other asset class, may be used for diversification. Pwede rin siyang gamitin daw for diversification. So, aside from, so, for example, may investment ka na sa stocks, may investment ka sa bonds, pwede mo rin i-consider yung investment in real estate. Kasi iba naman siya. At least pag down ang stocks, down ang iba pa ano, hindi rin naman siguro down ang real estate. So, makakabawi ka naman. Can be a source of recurring rental income. Yun nga, pwede mong iparent. Yung land, yung house and lot, at saka yung condo ninyo para maging investment. Maybe also hedge as against inflation because of inflation, link market, rent, escalation, losses. So, pwede siyang mag-serve as protection mo. Kasi pag magre-renta ka, yun nga sabi diyan, mayroong rent escalation clauses. Pag magre-renta ka, pwedeng tataas yung renta, tataas yung renta. So, kapag meron ka ng sariling property, hindi ka na magre-rent, hindi ka na magbabayad ng additional rent. Huge capital needed. O, yan. Kailangan lang ng malaking pera kasi real estate yan, real property. Mahal talaga yan, malaking amount ang involved. Financing can be difficult kasi nga, pag financing naman, usually, nagdo-double yung price, no? Kapag tapos mo na yung installment, i-add mo lahat ng binayaran mo, 2 to 3 times lang, mas mataas kaysa yung regular price niya. Maintenance of the property is needed. O yun sa real estate naman, yun nga ang problema naman, di ba? Kailangan mong i-maintain yung real property, so kailangan may maintenance. And illiquid or difficult to sell. So, yung real estate, syempre malaki kasing amount, kaya hindi basta-basta nabebenta yan. Yun. So, yan. Investment in real estate, an investor buys a piece of property such as land or building in hopes of generating a profit. So, kung wala kang ma-generate na profit dun sa real property na binili mo o kinuha mo, then hindi siya investment pa rin. Insurance. A contract in which an individual or entity receives financial protection. So, yun yung purpose talaga ng insurance. Magkakaroon ka ng financial protection or reimbursement against losses. So, pag may mawawala, for example, papalitan ng insurance from insurance company. So, for example, life insurance. Pag namatay, may marireceive na amount. Educational plans. Ibig sabihin, magbabayad ka na ngayon at current rate ng tuition. Then, after, sino nang magbabayad na after yung waiting period, sino nang magbabayad ng tuition ng kinuhanan mo ng educational plans. DUL, ito yung insurance plus investment naman. Advantage gives the insured individual, the entity, cash or capital to deal with unforeseen diverse financial consequences. So, pag nangyari yung adverse financial consequences na sinasabi dyan, at least may marireceive ka sa insurance. May bibigay sa'yo ang insurance. May provide certain tax benefits. So, may mga benefits. Minsan, yung mga proceeds ng insurance is deductible sa yung proceeds pala is exempt and then yung mga premiums is deductible. Na pwede mong i-deduct sa computation ng income. Therefore, mayroon siyang tax effect consequences. Diba? Pag dumali mo yung expense mo at i-deduct yun, pag inalaw ng dineduct, mababawasan ang babayaran mong taxes. Insurance premiums may be costly o minsan mahal na nga. Kaya ang dami ring hindi kumukuha minsan kasi nga mahal. Especially pag annual, di ba? Minsan naman, isang taon medyo mabigat talaga. One of the traditional insurance plans, no sickness, death until certain age may mean not getting any benefits at all. So mayroong restriction sila, mayroong limitation sila. Pag ganitong age, wala pa. Parang gano'n, hindi pa makaka-receive. Gano'n. Some insurance companies can go bankrupt. Yun lang, no? May nangyari na yan in the past, no? Yung mga pre-need company na nalugi yata or something. Basta nagkaroon ng crisis, no? Na to the extent na yung ayan, katulad yung CAP, yung College Assurance Plan na bankrupt siya. So, hindi na makakuha ng makaklaim ng benefit yung mga kumuha ng educational plan. So investment risk. Although very good an investment, it can provide additional income, pero the same, mayroon ding risk involved naman. And what is risk? Risk is the chance that an investment or actual return will be different than expected. So yung projection na income hindi mamimit. So yun yung risk. Risk includes the possibility of losing some or all of the original investment. So ang possibility of risk is hindi mo na hindi malulugi ka ng portion or at all hindi mo na ma-recover yung investment mo. So yun yung possible risk. So risk, we have systematic and non-systematic risks. So let's compare them. What is systematic risk? Uncertain inherent to the inherent to the entire market. While yung non-systematic, uncertainty that comes with the company or the industry. So, for systematic, entire market ang affected. While yung non-systematic, it is only yung several company and yung industry lang ang affected, hindi yung entire market. Other term for systematic, we have market risk and undiversifiable risks. While yung systematic, ang other term yan ay specific risk, diversifiable risk, and residual risks. Examples, example ng systematic risk is yung changes in interest rates, recession, and war. And systematic, it will affect yung entire market. While yung non-systematic, rumors of a potential default, labor strikes, landslide in a mining company. So yun lang ay affected lang ay yung company lang or yung certain industry. So risk versus return. Okay, so to conclude, ang pinaka profitable investment is of course yung stocks. Kasi sabi nga, walang limit. It can turn 360 degrees. Unlimited income, di ba? As long as marunong kang mag, maglaro sa stock market, pwede kang kumita ng malaking amount, unlimited amount. However, since siya ay pinaka-profitable, it is also yung pinaka-risky. So, kung pwede kang kumita ng as this much, pwede ka rin malugi ng as this much. So, ang pinakamataas sa return, syempre siya rin ang pinakamataas na risk. So, kailangan i-balance. So, ang advice para ma-balance ito is diversification. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang dapat i-invest sa iisang company, sa iisang stock ng company, yung pera, i-diversify, ibig sabihin, ikalat mo siya. Diba? Hindi lang isang company ka mag-invest. Hindi lang sa isang company ka bibili ng stocks. Buying on margin. Buying on margin is where an investor borrows part of the money needed to invest in a stock from a brokerage firm. So, ang requirement is 50%, no? So, bayaran mo yung 50% and yung the rest, yung other 50%, utangin mo para makapag-invest ka. So, at least, kahit na hindi enough yung money mo, nakapag-invest ka pa rin. Kaya nga lang, syempre, kung umutang ka, mayroon kang babayaran interest. So, just make sure na yung kikitain mo sa stocks ay kayang mas malaki kumpara sa interest na babayaran mo para worth it yung bili ng shares. Yan. So, natakal na natin ito sa return versus yung risks. So, ang remedy nga, kasi nga very risky ang stocks, kasi nga very profitable naman siya, it is worth yung risks, di ba? So, para ma-minimize yung risks, you have to diversify. Under diversification is spreading your assets among different type of investment to reduce risk. Sabi nga, don't put your eggs in one basket. So, wag ka lang mag-invest sa isang company. Bumili ka ng iba-ibang stocks ng iba-ibang company, parang ganun, para ma-diversify. Especially sa ibang industry. For example, sa media. Bili ka ng isa sa media, bili ka ng isa sa food, bili ka ng iba sa real estate company, ng stock nila. Tapos, kasi kapag nag-down, hindi naman lahat ng industry ay down. Meron pa rin naman yung magre-remain at magiging, ano kaya, katulad ngayong COVID, di ba? May mga down, maraming down na company, pero nag-boom ang delivery at saka yan sa internet. O, nag-boom sila. So, pag naka-diversify ka, nalugi ka sa iba, pero kumita ka naman sa iba. So, at least na-minimize yung risk. Or pwede namang hindi lang sa stocks, sa ibang type ng investment. 'Di ba? Bumili ka ng stocks, then bibili ka ng real property, bibili ka ng commodity, etc., etc. So, dapat i-spread mo lang yung iyong investment. Buying and hold technique is where an investor buys stock and hold it for a number of years. During the time you are paid dividends and the price uh, of stock may go up. Buying and hold. So, hindi yan yung buying and selling. So, parang yung trading of stock kasi, bibili ka ngayon, tapos titignan mo, pataisin mo ng konti, tapos pag tumas na, ibenta mo na. Tapos bili ka ulit ng ibang stock. Ganon. Yun yung trading sa stock market. Iba naman tong buying and hold. Diba? Bibili ka, tapos ikikip mo ng matagal. Para pag nag-increase na yung price ng stocks ng company, syempre kumita ka na. At the same time, since stockholder ka, mayroon ka pang share sa income ng company, yung tinatawag nating dividends. So, to conclude, paki-answer itong activity. Dalawa itong matching type. Slide 31 to 30, slide 30 to 31. Dalawang set ng matching type quiz, and then yung mga activities na na-specify dun sa ating weekly home learning plan, plus yung reaction paper natin dun sa quote na flinash nung start ng explainer video. So, ito yung second set na sasagutan nyo sa paper, set ng matching type. So, again, this is Romualdo Fernandez Credo, your teacher, saying God bless.